Welcome to my inn, the Carriage Rest Inn. It looks like the bard is about to begin. I'll pour you an ale over the stories, fables, and tales about Dorma's history and Vive's mystery. Let us see memories of Vive through his singular eye. So take a listen to the tales that we spin here at the Carriage Rest Inn.
Shortly before the attack on Black Bay Harbor, General Vive limped back to base, frustrated in his failure to convert the Firefly City. Returning in such rough shape, the professor assigned Vive a surveillance-based role during the attack, asking him to scope out the Harbinger Square and assist only when necessary. At first, things were slow. Vive observed the quiet ceremony of the dead as the citizens brought their golden shards to the ritual fire, burning their shards in the shadow of the Harbinger's statue, or as the professor calls them, the pillars. But the tranquil scene quickly changed when the attack commenced, the glorious chaos reaching its pinnacle when the Colossal landed a devastating blow on the pillar of Black Bay Harbor. But the pillar didn't fall. The blow should have toppled the statue, except it just shattered, exposing its hollow core. The tide of the battle quickly changed when Benson, the hero of Black Bay Harbor, entered the battle, pushing the Colossal back. But as the battle commenced, Vive saw his chance, a unique opportunity to gain valuable information. He snuck down into the square, crawled over the statue, and climbed inside. Once inside the Great Pillar, a few things began to click, but more questions also arose. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Carriage Rest Tales. I'm your host and Dungeon Master, Mike, and to my left we have...
Hello, this is Ryan. I will be playing Korgon the Fighter.
Hey, this is Nick. I'll be playing Theron the Drow Ranger.
Hey, it's Sam. I'm hanging out. Just kidding. I will be playing a special secret character today.
Yes, you will be. So, last time we left off, you guys just finished the Battle of Black Bay Harbor. Korgan and Theron were helping Grace's team kind of sue chaos. And then it wasn't in the episode, but you guys were assigned to make sure Nomus actually got captured. So you were at that concert that Nomus and Wallace were performing. It is now after the battle. You haven't had a chance to meet up with Vive yet, but after everything kind of settled, he's calling you into his quarters to give him a report on the last couple of missions you guys have done. So last time he talked to you was before you went to try to retrieve the dagger. So before Halara's betrayal.
R.I.P. Halara.
No R.I.P.
As you enter into Vive's quarters, you see him sporting a new cropped, some might say fully missing left ear, and he's kind of bandaged up and he's walking with a slight limp.
Boss, what happened?
Well, the elves of Firefly were a little resistant to join our cause, but perhaps now that their ship has crashed, they might be a little bit more responsive. Kind of got caught up in the blast, so I'm lost part of my ear here, but I was able to spot where they landed and already briefed General Ivanir on where you can locate to the downed city. So hopefully, with the loss of their air power, they might be more amenable to joining our cause. I hear you guys also had an eventful mission.
Yeah, Halara's dead.
Yep, she...
No major loss, I don't think.
I don't think I'm too upset about that one either.
She betrayed us.
She tried to kill you by killing your opposite.
Yeah, I heard you ran into my opposite. I think his name is Nomus. I'll be meeting with him later today.
And he, I think, figured out that by killing Nomus would kill you, and we weren't having that.
Well, I appreciate you
wiped that smug look off his face.
I appreciate you for having my back. That would
always
be a very
always got your
idiotic
back.
way to go. I mean, I want to be able to face the person trying to kill me.
Yeah, he was a coward. He didn't want to face you.
I'm sometimes still haunted by Halara.
Halara.
And then I heard...
See? He's still here.
Halara.
I can still hear the voice in my head.
The name's Halara.
I will say, I think I'd rather be with Halara than Grace's crew.
Oh, yeah, I heard
Rug
you had some
and Nettie
fun.
are
Yeah, I heard Nettie's a little bit of
Little.
a little extreme opposites. Nettie's a little energetic, to say the least, and Rug is a little...
Both almost killed us.
Yeah, they're a little bit aggressive, but they get their jobs done. So they have a spot in the circle, just doesn't quite operate the same as our team. So I'm glad to have you back on this side.
Yeah.
Glad to be back, boss. Glad to see
It's
you.
good to have you back.
Speaking of which, we are going to be setting you guys out for another mission. I unfortunately cannot be joining you because I'm going to be, apparently, I think the boss called it micro-dosing the merger with my other half. Apparently we're going to try something new where we're not going to fully merge, but I can start experiencing his memories. I don't know. I'm just going to go with the flow on this one, trust the professor.
How do you feel about that?
I'm a little bit nervous. You saw how Grace kind of changed. I don't want to take up any of those characteristics of that coward Nomus. I want to stay me. So hopefully the professor thinks he's got it figured out. We're going to share some of the experiences with myself, and then we're going to try to really torment Nomus and kind of try to break his mind before we officially merge. So hopefully I can take over and gain his memories, but not his personality. That's what our goal is for this one.
Are you sure you don't want us there for that, to watch your back?
Oh, it's going to be...
You know we got your back.
It's going to be probably a year before we actually get to the final merger, so I think we're pretty good. But I do have a mission that, something interesting. And he pulls out a wooden dagger. So apparently Lucha and Valdana were able to have my other half, Nomus, be the mule to bring this to us, which is excellent. And now with the new information I acquired during that battle, I think we know how to operate these wooden instruments. So when I was inside the pillar, I noticed that there's a couple of things that were interesting. One, the floor was just a giant magic circle. I was too scared to touch it, but it definitely was glowing some magical energy, and I didn't want to trip it. But what was also interesting was inside the pillar, there was a floating helmet, a bright, golden, shining, like a craftsmanship you've never seen. It was just floating there inside of the pillar. I tried to move it, and it wouldn't move. I tried to take it. I even was standing on it at one point, and it still didn't do anything. But it made us start thinking that, well, we have these light sides and dark sides. When you put them together, they merge together. And now we're talking about we have these pieces of armor and weapon that are wood. We're thinking that maybe inside each of these pillars, there's an equivalent golden side. And we're curious to see what happens when we smash those together.
So is there a pillar involved in where we're going?
Yes. So you guys are going to make your way down to Trin. That is the Tabaxi capital in Ivana. Apparently this dagger, according to our books, is known as the Tabaxi key. So we're thinking it's going to align up to the pillar in Trin.
And you want us to smash them together?
Yes. So your primary goal in this adventure is you need to somehow get into the pillar, and you're going to want to touch the daggers together. I'm assuming there's a floating golden dagger in there. This is brand new territory for us, so this is all just what we're thinking is going to happen.
Like tip to tip or hilt to hilt? Or
However
tip
you
to
want
hilt?
However you want to play swords.
Okay, and edit on that.
So when you say pillar,
Statue.
so it's like a big statue.
Yes. So as you've seen in Black Bay Harbor, they have a statue of the Harbinger. In each of the cities in Ivana, apparently outside of each of the Order of Light's barracks, there's a statue to that race's nobility. So we'd be looking for a large Tabaxi statue. They're always located right outside the Order of Light's barracks.
I was going to ask, are they like now known enemies to us? Or are they kind of allies now that the professor and Ebonir have merged?
Oh, the professor and Damien?
Sorry. Yeah. Sorry.
The professor and Damien have merged, but we're still keeping the Night Circle a secret to the Order of Light.
So we're not wanted. Like they don't know us.
No.
Okay.
As long as you're not showing them the Truthseer's brand, I think that's been out now. But you guys don't have that brand, so I don't think they're going to be having any issues.
We're not taking those creepy guys with us, are we?
You are welcome to bring them if you like, but this is more of a mission we don't want to have as collateral issues.
Yeah, let's not.
I'd rather go without. Yeah.
I agree.
So we don't know what will happen when we touch them, but we think they are the key to how they manage the shards on their side. So as you probably know, in Dorma, the shards are overrunning everything. You try to separate them, but over time, like with the Colossal, they're going to re-merge together into bigger and stronger things. Ivana's not doing that somehow. And I think the pillars have something to do with that. Because when I was inside the pillar at Black Bay Harbor, I was seeing those golden shards that they were burning getting breathed into the statue. And as soon as they floated down and touched that magical floor, they would just disappear. That's really all the information I have for you guys. You're welcome to try to fill out your team if you want, or it could just be the two of you. I'll leave that decision making up to you. But primary goal, I guess the very primary goal is don't lose this wooden dagger. We don't want to try to capture it again. Second goal is to touch it to the supposed golden dagger inside the pillar. And then third, if you can, when you end up talking with the Order of Light or the Tabaxis, try to recruit them. See if they will join our cause in ending this spell. I don't know how amenable they'll be to that since it is kind of destroying their world, but maybe if they know how bad it is over here, they might be accepting of help.
Okay. Got it.
And then with that, he's going to hand you the dagger.
Do you want it?
I'll hold on to it.
Okay.
Okay.
You're responsible for number 1 and number 3.
1 and 3, you're just responsible for number 2.
I want to touch the daggers together.
If you need other questions, I guess let me know. Otherwise, I will expect a report when you get back.
Okay. I don't know if this will be much use to you or maybe the Night Circle, but here is Holara's staff and spellbook.
Oh, thank you.
I don't know. I'm not going to use it. Are you going to use it?
Mm-mm.
I don't know what to do with it either, but we'll put it into our stores for potential allies. That's all they've got for you guys, so it's up to you guys how you want to approach the Tabaxi City. If you're going to fill out with anybody, Sam can play the NPC or I can. Other than that, this is where we're going to see what you guys want to do.
Do we know how far away Trent is from where we are?
You know that it would probably take you, let's say, 2 weeks of traveling time. You do know that it's more dangerous to travel in Dorma because of the Denoa, but you also are both susceptible to disillusion, so you can't necessarily travel the whole way in Ivana. And I do feel like we need to have a random encounter roll.
I mean, if we're out there for almost 2 weeks.
It's been a really long time since we've done one. So go ahead and, Nick, roll the dice. Even you do it. Odd, Ryan does it.
Even.
So you're going to be rolling our random encounter die. Does someone have that matrix?
I think I
Do we want to do Dan's
I like
suggestion?
that idea. Yeah. I'll try it this time around. So we can still discuss it, but I'll edit out that.
So they don't know what necessarily happens.
Yep, exactly.
There you go.
All right, so 2 weeks. I guess we don't have access to like horse. I guess there's no animals in Dorma, right?
There's animals in Dorma, so
Rhinos.
if you want to get a mount for this one, I think you guys are high enough level. You'd be able to.
I mean, he's a ranger.
You'd be able to acquire one. I'm sure the Night Circle has some at the disposable now, or you can get some from the Order of Light Ivana side, since Damien can get that arranged. So you can have a
Well,
mount.
I feel like we're going to be spending more travel time through
Dorma,
right? Well, actually, during the
think-
day we would go.
Yeah, I think we would switch.
So maybe let's get Ivana horses,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess we'd have to sleep in Dorma, come back, travel.
What type of mounts do you want? Do you want Pegasus?
I mean, flying would get there faster.
All right, so let's do some Pegasus mounts. So you work with Damien to get you guys some Pegasi,
It would keep us out of sight too.
and you can have them. I guess I'll cut you down to a week long. And I will say that as you guys are playing around with the animals, you notice that they don't seem to be affected by dissolution.
Oh, so we can take them.
You can take them both in Dorma and Ivana, and they don't seem to have any bad effects to
Because
that.
their souls are full.
That's probably what Corgan's thinking. Maybe Corgan's thinking that, or
Maybe Corgan needs to
definitely
retire from being a fighter, being a philosopher, and
That's what he's gonna do. He's gonna end up in like a what are those places called?
He's going to be like the Night Circle's think tank.
Where do clerics go?
Church.
Oh yeah, they're called something.
Monastery.
Library.
Maybe I'm just thinking library.
A cathedral.
Maybe I'm thinking library.
Biblioteca.
Yes. Those
The Dungeons and Dragons Biblioteca.
Chapel.
No, I thought that like
I'm getting way
Monastery.
distracted.
Did we say monastery?
we said monastery.
Yep.
The library.
I mean the library.
The study.
There's some listener out there going and like screaming
Yeah.
the word I'm thinking of. I'm gonna Google it.
Okay.
Tranquil. Sorry, Mike. And that's how Corgon died.
And
Corgan's not making it. Just kidding. All right. We need to roll our dicey dice. All right, so you guys are, let's say it's your third night, and you're just starting to set up camp for the night, and then you are ambushed by a Denoa creature. And it's not a big enough threat for you guys, especially since you've lived in Dorma, so these are just a normal thing. But what's confusing to you is you're on the Ivana side, and this Denoa is here. But you quickly dispatch it, and it drops into a dark shard. You also have a strange realization that the dark shards seem to disappear when they're on the Ivana side. But you see a trail coming from where this creature was walking from. And you see a kind of a fire already started, but like a campfire, not like a forest fire.
Mm-hmm.
And you kind of walk back to this campsite, and you see that there are 2 floating golden shards surrounded by a bunch of gear. And as you start looking at it, it is Order of Light gear. What are you guys looking for in this gear that you think is going to help you?
I'm looking for like notes or any sort of clue or like a report or something, just so that I can get sort of intel on the order and, you know, anything that I could use to help maybe convince some order members
Okay.
to help out
You would
for the cause.
Yep. So you would hear that Trin has been having a little bit more sightings of Denoa, and they are requesting Black Bay Harbor to send additional troops down. And this was the messengers that were on the way up to Black Bay Harbor.
And the light bulb has gone off in Corgon's head.
I like that.
Theron, I think this gear could really come in handy, because Vive also said he wants us to recruit the Tabaxi. But if we can convince them we're Order of Light members and deceive them to join the Order of Light, but really we take them back to the Night Circle, they might be more willing to join that than
I like it.
just to get them with us.
Yeah. Good idea.
All right. So you guys have
Corgon the Philosopher. And I think Corgon, he's a fighter. I think he's looking for armor, weapons,
Yeah, they definitely would
badge, something that he could wear that would be like Order of Light.
Yeah, they definitely have the tunics that go on over your armor, and it has the Order of Light symbol on it. They have shields and swords. That's just the standard apparel for them. They would also have crossbows, but I don't know if you want to pick up crossbows or not. But
No,
it's just
I like my
standard travel stuff. They don't have a ton of gear because they are the scouts that are traveling, so they're not going to be loaded up with everything, but they would have the standard gear. That's what you guys find on your random encounter roll. Very beneficial because you have an inn. And next 3 days kind of go uneventful, and you find yourselves on the outskirts of the Tabaxi village. Hey guys, it's your host and Dungeon Master Mike. I just wanted to take a second to thank you for listening to our podcast. It really does mean a lot to us to be able to entertain you guys and just have fun being a nerd. If you are enjoying this, please make sure to give us a 5-star review, or even better, recommend us to a friend that you think would enjoy this. We're really trying to grow our listenership, and any help that you can give us would be amazing. Also, make sure to check out our website at carriageresttales.com. There you're going to find some fun things like maps, handouts, our sister podcast of one-shot adventures, and we even have our bonus practice campaign that we put together before we officially started recording to kind of work the kinks out. But it was funny, so we left it on there. If you're looking for more daily interactions, you're also welcome to join our Discord. You know, you can come hang out, just be nerdy with us, ask us DM questions or player questions. We can talk about stuff like books or animes, all sorts of fun stuff. But really, just thank you for being a listener and enjoying letting us just entertain your ears for an hour every other week. Thank you, and let's get back to the show. Let's describe what you see. So the Tabaxi
Cat condos with little balls hanging from the
Everywhere.
towers, some
Feathers.
scratching posts lining the city,
And the
maybe some cat beds.
pile of like water bottle caps, twist ties.
Or just like those things on like hamster cages, like the water bottles.
Yeah,
They're just like
yeah.
coming down. They just see them like,
So the Tabaxi.
that's not what we see.
That is not.
You guys aren't too far off. So the Tabaxis are the hippies of Ivana. So they're more laid back. They like to lounge around in the sun.
It smells like catnip in the city.
They are renowned for their vegetables and fruit and herb growing. So there's lots of farms. Basically, they have land cleared to be able to lay out. They have daily yoga classes where they do nice stretching. So you guys probably get there in the morning and you just see like a huge community of people just doing yoga.
Naked.
Nine Lives Yoga.
They're
Just
all,
doing lives yoga.
they're all naked.
And on the outside of the city,
I picture them more like Donald Duck, where they have like shirts on but no pants, and they're just
I'm picturing from Zootopia.
Zootopia,
When they all walk in, we're a nudist couch. We don't believe in the restriction of clothes. I just
sorry, Mike. Go ahead.
most of the trees or most of the houses you'll see are built into trees, like little tree houses. And they see that there's lots of scratch marks on the base of the trees from scratching and climbing and stuff like that. But out in the middle of the field, you do see that there's one building kind of amongst all the farms. It is a fairly large building, and it has a large statue in front of it of a tabaxi. Now, the tabaxi nobility, how would they have designed their statue? I think this is a question for Trenton Trin.
Trinity.
Trinity, my bad.
The statue of Trinity's great cat father.
He's only like
is-
2 years older than him.
He is a beautiful looking tabaxi in a like sitting on the floor, legs like ankle to knee crossed over, with its hands like kind of out, fingers touching thumb, and just like a peaceful like meditation base. He has cool little like round sun like glasses on, and it's in like a tunic.
And this is the statue?
This is that's what the statue
So the
looks
statue
like.
has clothing?
The statue,
Or is it like carved marble?
it's like carved marble.
Alright.
Yeah. But it's
So-
like you could tell it's wearing like a tunic, and it's like almost like in a zebra pattern kind of a thing.
Cool. So that's what you guys see out in the distance. And it's a large statue, so probably about 2, maybe 3 stories tall. It's about the same height as the barracks building that is behind it.
On the if you get closer, you would see that there are a bunch of like single stemmed flowers, like wildflowers, all at like around, and it's very ceremonial for every tabaxi every day to bring a peace offering to the statue to remember to like stay centered, and it's generally like either a piece of fruit or like a flower.
So you guys are on the outside of the city, and that's kind of what you see. The majority of the open plain of the city is vegetable, fruit, and herb gardens. I'm going to let Trinity take over. So that's what you guys see.
first of all, you always feel like the city's just kind of always glowing in this like warm golden sunlight. You're not quite sure how, but it's always just kind of this warm golden light, the way it reflects off of the statue and all the different buildings. And there's an interesting smell coming from the city. You don't dislike it, but you also don't love it. A little earthy, a little skunky.
All right. Are we feeling good walking through the...
Yeah,
or does it not really impact
Yeah, no, I mean, like,
humans?
I don't. It's, you know,
Drow.
more of a feline thing.
Feline good?
Feeling good.
Feline good.
So do you think that's the statue we need to break open?
It has to be the statue.
It's pretty big.
Yeah. I think let's see if there's any like weak spots, and then we can just climb in.
Should we put on this Order of Light gear?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we don't want to like put it on at a random time.
Oh, yeah, we're Order of Light.
Yeah. uh-huh.
All right, so we got on our Order of Light gear, walking through Trin, and just kind of doing like a walk around the statue, looking for like cracks, weak spots.
You're going to be approached by a very tall tabaxi. He's orange, and he's got his hair kind of like pulled back, almost like in a bun on the top of his head. Gentlemen, what can we do you for here? It's kind of
Hello.
far off your path.
Hello. Yeah, we're coming from Black Bay Harbor.
We heard
We're,
y'all needed assistance with shadow things.
Right.
Denoa?
I don't. Y'all have checked in, right? With Trin.
Oh yeah, we just got here.
We just got here. We were just admiring the statue.
Isn't
We were just really taken by it.
Taken
So
aback.
peaceful, and
you know, it's just the sheer size of it.
it's huge.
It humbles you, right? It just brings you back. And he's gonna like put his massive paws on both of your shoulders, and you can kind of feel his nails come out just a bit. Yeah, it just humbles us and just reminds us of we're just so small and insignificant, right, in this world.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's nice to take a pause while looking at the statue.
Yeah, man.
What's that?
Really just
what's that aroma? Is there like a
scratches
bakery?
at your heart. Yeah, I mean, it's part of the crops that we take care of here. It's just the beautiful smell of Trin.
I'm sorry. What was your name?
Right. Yeah, my name's Ryan, man. Ryan. Yeah.
Well, my name's Hal, and this is Aura, and we're from the Order of Light.
Right. So let's
I
get
thought
you.
that would have gotten a bigger laugh.
Halora.
Halara.
Oh.
All right. So, side note, Nick.
I was typing it up.
Wait.
This looks familiar.
Well, you said aura. You said hello.
I said
said
Aura.
Aura.
Oh, sorry.
So I'm Hal, and you're Aura.
Halara. Yeah.
I just want to make sure that got caught. So
I'm
I
sure
feel
the
I was like,
listeners are.
I was
I'm
like,
sure
maybe
everyone's
people have gotten used to me, but I don't know.
I'm still not used to you.
Thanks, Mike.
Well, you'll have to. We definitely got to get you all checked in, and you can meet. Oh, you'll definitely want to meet Trinity.
And
Yeah.
I'm surprised she doesn't know you're coming. She's really tapped in to the Order of Light. You guys also don't look. You know, it's cool. It's cool. You know, we'll go see her. She's in the den back there. But you got to leave an offering and like a blessing. So I'm going to let you do that now. And he's going to just like clasp his hands together and just like kind of take a step behind you. You definitely still feel his presence and almost can feel him breathing on you. But he's just going to stand behind you.
I'm going to pull out a ration, like a piece of bread.
Yeah. I mean, was there anything else in the bags? Is that the order?
I can't think of anything they'd be traveling with other than
Ration.
rations,
Food.
water. Maybe they have Maybe there's a book. Maybe one of them was like into poetry or something. He's got like a book you could leave.
No, it'll be a piece of bread or something.
Piece of bread. Just keep in the book.
Brothers Halara.
How?
Hal and Ra.
Ara.
Halara. Great. That is just so kind of you to just take what you have and give to others. So we do.
That's what
here.
the Order of Light's all about.
Wow.
And what's your role here?
Ryan. Oh, I'm Brother Ryan. I just do the things that, sometimes it's too much to ask of others. I've taken that burden on, and he's gonna just put out his claws.
Can I do an insight check to see if, from one fighter, to see if this is like this Ryan fella
is a decent fighter,
or is he playing us? Like,
gotcha.
Is he really a fighter? I'm going to use Google.
To roll?
I'm not using Google to roll.
Double roll? What'd you get?
A 1.
Oh, yeah. No, you're like...
Well, you got to roll too. See if you get beat a 1.
Oh.
It's real hard.
You have a 5% chance of tying me.
Nat 20.
How?
I have good dice. I offered my dice to you, and you said no. I have phenomenal dice
stupid.
over here. Yeah, you get this sense oh,
I think I'm
crap.
just tripped out.
Yeah.
Having a little trouble thinking.
Right. All right. Hal and Ara, thank you for the offering, really. And let's go meet. I'm gonna take you to Trinity.
Let's do
And
it.
he's gonna just move you towards the building to the left of the big statue.
Do we see any structural things with this pillar that?
Go ahead and roll in investigation, since you are looking specifically for damage and a point of entry and that type of stuff.
I'm trying this again.
Natty 20.
Natty 20.
13. That's better.
Better. All right.
Better than a 1.
With the 13, I'm going to say that you were too distracted trying to size up the very slow moving but powerful looking tabaxi, trying to figure out if they're a fighter or not. So, Ara, you get a little bit better job investigating and looking at things, and you notice that in true fashion of kind of the laziness of the people you're seeing so far, they haven't done an amazing job at upkeeping the statue. So there is some cracks that are starting to form at the harder to reach places, a little bit higher up on the statue. So if you were trying to break it, you might want to enter in maybe up by the left shoulder of.
You said that's 20, 30 feet up.
Yep.
Is there a clear path that I could climb up?
Not that you could see, so you would have to try to figure out how to get up there, but you do definitely notice that there are some cracks that could be exploited up there.
Okay.
I'm picturing weather damage. It rains, freezes, it's going to hit that joint.
Yeah.
Make it more brittle. All right, so you guys are entering into...
Wait, you know?
She doesn't know.
I know nothing.
Oh.
But I'm about to make it up.
Yep.
Okay.
That was Sam's role on this adventure.
Okay, so Ryan is gonna escort you guys to the left, and so behind this big statue, there's a very official looking building. It has maybe a couple stories, grand staircase going up. But then to the left of that, there's a more modest looking home, almost yellow siding, or painted yellow. And you guys start walking kind of towards this big regal building, and then you pivot to this smaller kind of cozy home. And you guys walk in. Ryan's gonna kind of escort you to the front door and say, brothers, Hal, Ara, I leave you here, for this journey is yours to finish.
Thank you, Brother Ryan. I extend out a hand.
And he doesn't touch your hand. He's gonna just put his hands in the prayer position and just kind of nod and walk down the stairs, turn and face you, and just stand there. He's not really gonna leave you, but he's gonna let you walk through the doors yourself.
Let's do it.
Walk this way.
On the catwalk. On the catwalk. Yeah.
So they're in the small building that's basically a stone's throw away from the actual barracks of the Order of Light. Okay. Just want to make sure I was picturing what's going on.
Mm-hmm. You guys put together that the Order of Light has its place kind of here, but Trin isn't. They're not the Order of Light. They don't really agree with the way that they do things.
So we didn't really see Order of Light people here.
You would have seen some Order of Light people. Just
Okay, so it's not
because-
like we were like outcasts.
No,
like
they're there.
obvious outcasts of this.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, they're there. They're just not necessarily welcomed
Okay.
and loved, and they're very different aesthetic of the people of Trin, the Tabaxi of Trin.
I'm glad we left the bread. All right, I'm gonna go down these steps. I'm gonna give Ryan a little repeat his bow thing, except I'm gonna probably mess it up and then go through the door.
Great. So you open the front door and you walk in, and it's just one massive room. Like, I feel like you were kind of expecting it to look like and feel like a home, but it's just one massive room, wood plank flooring all the way down, little creaks when you walk through. The walls are painted more bright orange and yellow colors, and there's just pillows kind of lined up everywhere, around the sides and on the floors, and rugs and mats, and like on the couple of windows there's like macrame kind of ropey looking window covering, and just filming with like bright light, so bright that like the little, like you can see the little like dust mites flying through the air. And it's just really warm.
Like uncomfortably warm.
Yeah, you guys are getting a little uncomfortable with the amount of like full armor and plus all the things. It's sticky in here.
Nice room for hot yoga. Is there anybody in there? Are we alone? Like what's...
Yeah, you guys are just walking in.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah, I mean, the room's pretty empty, except all the way in the back you see a Tabaxi with their back to you, kind of in the same, almost that same position that the statue's in, sitting on a big pile of pillows.
I know what we need to do here. I'm gonna walk up and place a loaf of bread.
Next to the
You
figure.
gotta offer. I think that's the Tabaxi way. I think you gotta
It's,
offer up some stuff.
Is that what you do?
We're
Yeah,
we're gonna run out of rations here pretty quick.
I love that you guys are just living
It's-
on bread also.
It's Mike's D&D. We
We
just have it.
We have
You have as many. You're like Jesus. You just got loaves and fishes and bread. You got it.
Put some
Turn
wine.
water-
down.
yeah, water
water
into
to
wine,
wine. You got it all.
Except we're going to sit on the same side of him as we eat, and not like across from him,
Yeah.
like Last Supper style.
Oh, hi. Wait. Oh, hello.
Hello.
Hey there. We're
Why
offering you
are
bread.
you the? You're not Order of Light.
Yeah, we are. And I point to my symbol.
No.
We were sent here to
No.
help with the Noah.
No, you're not Order of Light, but you're not. You're also not evil, or are you? And she looks at Theron. Are you? If an old lady dropped off. I'm just kidding.
What's up with this old lady?
Go ahead and Corrigan and Theron roll a Constitution. Let's do saving throw.
Natty 20.
Okay.
Non-natural 20.
Oh.
All right. So you guys are both doing a pretty good job of staying kind of in it. And you are also kind of noticing that you're starting to get a little, I'm not gonna say irritated, but itchy. Like you've been in Ivana for a while now, and you're starting to feel some of those disillusion effects. Just to kind of put it in perspective.
Are you okay?
We've had a long journey here. We've lost some comrades to the Danoa to come here and help you
Right.
fight them off, and we're just
But you're
a
not.
little tired.
Yeah,
You're not.
we had a
Order.
long trip.
Damon sent us here.
Damon.
Damien.
Damien.
That's why I said Damien sent us here,
Oh.
and
Okay.
we've gotten a very warm welcome by Brother Ryan, and we're very.
She just couldn't put her paws in her heart. Brother Ryan. So she's gonna spin around now and stay in that kind of same pose, and you can tell she has these she's gray and white tabaxi, a little bit more white than gray, very, very long hair, almost like a rag doll, and it's kind of braided back 4 or 5 times down her back, very long flowy pants, and this shirt that you can't quite tell the neckline and the sleeves, and a lot of beads on. Brother Ryan, isn't his soul so full? It's just so warming.
He's a very interesting person.
Person?
Yeah.
Well, we're all tabaxis here. Which, again, who are you?
My name is Hal, and this is Ara. We're from the Order of Light.
Right.
Here to ward off your Denoa problem.
And that's what the two of you are here to do, is take care of our Denoa problem?
Damon sent us here to fight. That's what I said. Damien sent us here to help with the Denoa problem.
Here in Trin, we try hard to live honest and pure lives. That's our purpose. Would you gentlemen like to live in an honest and pure life?
That's why we joined the Order of Light.
Right. Here. She's gonna like ring a little tiny, like, you know, those little like gong bells where you take like the thing.
Oh, like the
bowls?
Bowls, yeah, like the monks use.
The Tibetan singing bowl?
Yeah. She has a little one. It's like, whoo. And then another little like tabaxi's gonna come with a tray of hot liquid. Sit.
Okay.
Let's have some tea.
I mean, we really don't want to take up a lot of your time.
Oh, no.
What's your role here?
Interesting. Order of Light, you should know my role.
We had a 2-week journey here and things are
A little fuzzy.
Yeah. Have some tea.
Can I roll a perception check?
Yeah, I want to know what's happening too.
19. Do I notice anything? The tea poisoned?
The tea smells like outside.
It smells like outside.
It smells like that same like
outside tea.
Pungent.
Yeah, it smells like that same kind of awkward, skunky. You don't think it's gonna hurt you, but it probably will definitely make you feel different.
Okay, I'll take a sip.
Brother, Laura, I'm happy that you joined me, and she's gonna take from the same tray and sip as well. Brother Hal, have some tea.
I mean, I'm more of a pure water guy.
Oh, and she's gonna like gong the bowl again, and the cat comes back with water.
I'm gonna smell it. Does it still have that same?
No, it's just water.
Okay, I'll drink the water.
Sit with me.
Okay.
Because tell me who you are, and maybe I can help you, or maybe you can help me. But honesty is where that conversation starts.
Well, I'm the type of guy, if I saw an old lady drop a coin, I would go pick up that coin and I would give it to that lady.
Wow.
That's the kind of person I am.
That's so deep and vulnerable. Thank you.
No, I can't speak for her.
What would you do if a coin was dropped?
I think it depends. If the lady seemed rich, I'd probably give it to someone who needed it more.
Oh, that is very fair.
Go ahead and roll a deception check.
Yeah, he needs it more.
Yeah. It's a half truth.
What am I rolling?
Deception.
Come on, Google. 15.
Oh, it's pretty believable.
I believe
his
you.
half truth is working in there.
Wow, that's so admirable of you.
I think so.
I think I'd do the same.
What I would do?
Yeah, I think it depends on the situation, because, life is gray. We may think it's black, we may think it white, but it's really gray. And we are just shepherds of that grayness.
Do you guys start to smell that pungent smell is starting to get stronger in the air? And then it keeps growing. And then you kind of start hearing commotion as you're starting to become a little bit more alert. And then Brother Ryan comes bursting in.
Ugh, this guy.
To let you know that one of the fields has caught on fire and there is a Denoa presence at the scene.
Perfect.
Denoa, and I'm like already up.
Yep.
I'm out the door.
We're out the door.
Oh, thank you for saving our field and our precious
I told you that's
crafts.
why Damon sent us here.
Damien.
That's what I said. Damien sent us here.
Yes. Ryan, Brother Ryan. Yes. Quick. Help.
So you guys are exiting out to take on this Denoa presence?
Yeah, heck yeah. That's why we're here.
That's why we're here.
Yeah, and Trent's gonna follow.
Okay. So as you guys exit, you definitely see that there was a field that's caught on fire. You do see that some of the tabaxi are gathering water to take care of that part, but there is 2 Danoa prowling this field. And they kind of look like a panther, but with 2 big long tails with kind of like claws at the end of them. If you know a displacer beast, that's what I'm describing. And they are currently stalking a couple of children that were playing in the field. They might have been the ones that caught it on fire. You don't know, but you definitely see them circling kind of like sharks.
I don't know why, but I just have this feeling that we need to close the rift, kill the Dano, and protect the citizens.
Right? Yeah.
I don't know why I feel this way, but I just do.
Inside of the jacket, it says close your eyes. It's like your little mantra.
Spark notes.
Yeah, it's just like sewed
Instead
inside.
of like care instructions for clothes and then a little tag, it's okay.
All right.
I'm charging for Displacer Beast.
Okay. So he needs to close the rift. And then you realize that you don't know how
I don't know
to
what
close
that
it.
is. I don't know how to do
So
that.
like, kill the Noah. Yeah,
All right, I can do that.
All right.
Protect the citizens, I guess I have to.
So we're going to roll some initiative. I'm going to play with you guys today.
Oh.
13.
Oh, I guess I have to roll.
8.
Okay, you're first.
I got a 9.
17.
Are you enemies?
Enemies, yep. All right. Who's up first?
Trin.
Is going to kind of step aside, and she starts like waving her hands in the air, and like mumbling something out of her mouth.
Who's up next?
Me. So my magical axe is out, my shield is out, and you said they're circling children.
There's 4 children that are kind of in the field. They're playing, and there's 2 displacer beasts that are kind of circling them.
Okay, I'm going to stand between the children and the displacer beast.
All right.
And then just attack.
running
Like,
straight to them as a
yeah.
block. Okay. I'll let you throw. I'll let you move there and you can throw because they're too close for melee if we're going to try to be next to the children.
Okay. Rolling. 21.
21 hits.
11 damage.
All right. And then you can recall as your bonus action.
To my right.
I'm going to say that with your
On
move
your
and your
left.
throw, though, that's all you can do this time.
Yep. Enemy.
All right. So the displacer beast that you just hit is going to just charge you. So it's going to charge and do a multi-attack on you. It's going to use each of its tentacles once. First one is a 25 to hit.
Yep.
And it deals you, so we're using dice, 8 bludgeoning damage
So I take 5.
and 3 piercing damage.
So that negates.
Okay.
So
And then a 16 to hit.
that misses.
And then the other displacer beast, I'm going to say it's not going to pass up a free meal. So it's going to go after one of the children. And I'm going to just do an attack. I don't know how they're going to miss, but, you know, there's always
I'm
that
going to
chance.
use my shield to impose disadvantage.
Got a crit fail.
Nice.
So you get a good shot in on your shield. I'll give you a max damage hit. So like you did really critical with your shield bash. So how much
With the
damage?
shield bash. I think we did 1d6 plus 3.
Strength. Yeah.
So 9 plus another 9.
Alright,
18.
so you deal 18 damage with your shield bash. That's how I'm going to do that crit fail. So it whimpers off on the side. Sad that it didn't get its meal. And that brings us up to
Theron.
No.
Theron.
Ara.
All right.
Oh. It's not what's written on the
you're right.
That's not what's written on the clothespin.
Okay. Does Ara see any other Order of Light members nearby?
Not nearby. You sense that they didn't have a strong presence.
Okay.
Probably because they're so, well, I guess, lore-wise, Nomos would start putting together. The Danoa, you guys have determined the rifts happen after an event has occurred. So if you remember, like, boats crashing and then a rift happened, or a fire started and then a rift happened. And this is a very laid-back community that doesn't have much stress in their lives. So they just don't have that many rifts that happen. So their presence is really small in Trin.
Okay.
Do we see the rift?
Yes, you'd probably see the rift, probably on the edge of the field,
Okay.
where you can kind of see there's already been some, like the fire's already gone past that point.
Okay. I'm gonna yell at Trin, be like, "Hey, you go close to rift. We'll take care of the Genoa."
She's gonna like side eye you, and like now she's really like in her. She knows you're not Order of the Light because she is actively closing the rift, and you can't figure that out. And she knows the protocol of Order of the Light. So she kind of just is like looking at you like, and then continues to concentrate on closing the rift.
Okay. And what are you going to do? You did your talk. So that's a free action.
Yeah, and then I'm going to go towards the other Denoa.
Are you going to fight him? Because you could probably reach him and attack once if you want to.
Yep. 9.
9 misses. So you hit the Displacer Beast to what you think would be there, and it just nimbly dies out of the way. Brings us back up to Trin.
She's still closing the rift.
Okay.
She's gonna concentrate on that until it's closed.
Yep. She's doing the order. Close the rift. Go to Noah.
Yep.
Hal.
Hal.
So next. I'm attacking the Displacer Beast.
Okay. The one you were attacked the first time.
The one with the axe damage, not the shield damage. Natty 20. There, see?
Oh, verified.
He hit it 3 times.
So 9 plus another 6.
So 15.
15.
Okay. And then
I'm attacking again.
I love that you're showing your rolls.
17
17 hits.
for another 8.
Was it just your 20 that's not rolling well for you?
We didn't want to keep switching to other dice, maybe.
I have 4 dice out here.
Yeah,
and
nothing was rolling.
I don't know.
All right, so you get 2 solid hits on
A
this
1, a
Displacer
9,
Beast.
a 20, and a 13. They're all over the place.
There.
I can't trust them.
Probability, it's weird.
That's so weird.
All right,
I had a
Displacer
5%
Beast-
chance for each of those numbers.
Displacer Beast is going to attack back. First one's going to miss with a 9, and then a 25
Yeah, it hits.
for 8 bludgeoning damage and 4 piercing damage.
So how many total?
8 and 4, 12. So
Minus
9.
6.
Just minus 3, right?
But there was 2 different attacks, right?
No, it's just one attack. It does both bludgeoning and piercing. Like it hits you with spikes.
Oh, okay.
Hard.
So 9 damage.
And then the other Displacer Beast was the one that Ara is attacking. I love when you guys change names on me. a nat 20. So it's going to immediately do 10, 16 damage plus an additional 12. So 28 damage between bludgeoning and piercing.
Ouch, man.
That was his first roll. I'm going to say hit you out of the way. So you kind of go flying back a bit. And then it's going to pull its attention and try to grab one of those children again.
Was it within 5 feet of me?
It is.
I'm going to use my reaction.
So pose disadvantage again. 2 17s. So it's going to grab one of the children and start pulling it away from you guys. And your child's screaming, and you know that if you don't save it, it's not going to make it next round. And that brings us up to...
Aura,
Ara's going to get back up and
you can dust yourself off and try again.
I'm going to go try to save the kid.
Try again.
Okay.
Try again.
Oh.
So you're going to go attack the monster or save the children, or what's your plan?
So does the beast have like grappled the kid?
Yep, he says grappled the kid. It's in one of its tentacles.
I'm going to use my sword to cut the tentacles.
All right, so we're going to try to cut the tentacle. I'm going to give you disadvantage just because it's moving around and you're really trying to like target it.
Yeah.
But I'll let you do that.
17.
That hits.
5 damage.
Okay. I'll say you cut the tentacle off.
Okay.
So
And then I'll use my other sword to just strike the
the Denoa. Okay.
21.
That definitely hits.
Another 5 damage.
Not much damage, but you saved the child.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say you just grab the child and like throw him behind you.
Mm-hmm.
A little rough, but gets him out of the way. And closing the rift. How's that going over there?
I think it's going great. It's pretty much almost closed.
Okay, so probably at the end of this turn, that rift will be closed.
Yep.
Brings us up to Corgan. I can't remember everyone's name.
How?
Hell. Ara.
All right. Rolling again. Probably missed. 13.
Misses.
I'm going to attack again. 14.
14 hits.
Hooray. 10 damage.
It's going to attack back. 14. And less than 14. So both those miss. And then against Ara over there.
Is this R within 5 feet of me?
No,
Okay.
I don't think so. Because he had to go get the child.
That makes sense.
14.
That meets.
All right. 15 damage. Man, I'm just doing good damage on Ara over there.
He's not worried.
19 is going to hit you for 10 damage. So weird not to have my electronic dice. We're using real dice today, kids. All right, it's your turn.
Yeah, ours looking pretty rough.
It's the first, I think, in these flashbacks.
Yep. Other than when you killed Halara.
That's true.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Just gonna attack again.
Battle nutrition here. Crit fail?
Crit fail.
All right, roll the D100.
62.
62, so mediocre crit fail.
It would be funny if he goes to like attack and the sword flies and hits. Make her not like us more than.
Okay, I'm gonna say that.
Or hits me.
What happens is you go to try to attack, and the sword slips out of your hand. It doesn't hit anybody. It doesn't deal any damage, but you notice that the back of your arm has started to flake off, like that disillusion. So you're starting to show damage on your visible skin that you're experiencing disillusion.
Is my turn?
Yep.
Okay, the rift is closed. What's perception?
Wisdom base.
Okay. So I just rolled a 21 on perception. So Trin sees this in your arm happening, and she's going to cast Mass Cure Wounds at a level 9. So you guys are going to get 8d8 plus 5 back of hit points.
So that probably just takes me back to full health.
I think that's gonna take you.
8d8 plus 5.
It's probably like 38 hit points. Not if you continue to roll 2s.
Yeah. 3s.
That's 3.
And
Oh my god.
11, 12.
16.
How many rolls is that?
That's 6.
You got 2 more. Roll high.
17,
Okay, one more.
19, and then plus the 5.
Add 5 to that, yeah.
So 24.
Wow, you rolled so bad.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I
did.
did.
I did that in the first hit. Any other comments, or is that just what Trin's doing and then just observing?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
And then watching the two of you.
Go ahead and roll a percentile, each of you.
Oh.
Unless you want to continue the combat. I'm just going to use a percentile to kind of figure out how the rest of it went.
That's fine. We don't need to bore people. 19.
Okay.
65.
Ara got a little invigorated with the healing, and you did a little bit better. I'm going to say you just get attacked one more time for 9 damage. You got a 19, so I'm going to say that you started out strong, and then you got a little distracted. So you are going to finish it, but it's going to get 2 hits on you. The first one was for 11 damage total, so do your minus 3. And the other one was 12 damage total, minus your 3. But then we'll let that combat kind of end.
So as the children, well, you see Ryan kind of go out and kind of corral the children back, and Trin standing in front of the two of you. I'm so grateful that you were here, but you're not Order of Light. And I know that because I am. However, I don't think you're evil. So why are you here? And I'm going to ask for honesty and humbleness. I think that we could be mutually beneficial, and I think I could help you if you're honest.
It is a very gray situation.
Like I said in the tea room, life is gray. It is not black. It is not white. Regardless of the brands that are on our skin and the things that are on our heart, we live in gray.
So we're from the other side.
I assumed
Obviously.
you
I'm showing the
have
forearm.
quite the problem.
Oh, what
happening.
happened to your arm?
I don't know.
I'm gonna
Why
go-
don't you go get Damon?
It's Damien. I should get you back to camp. And I'm going to try to like pick him up.
Yes. What do you need?
We have to get inside that statue.
What are you doing, Ara?
For what good will that bring?
We're trying to end the spell that divides our worlds.
And she's going to like put her head down and kind of pace back and forth a few times.
Wow, that Denoa really hit you hard. Do you know what you're talking about? I should really get you back to camp.
Do you have what you need?
Yes. I just need to get inside the statue.
Right. Ending the spell,
Would
Would-
unite our worlds together.
it would. And it would cause more gray.
It would. It's miserable on the other side.
I've heard, and yet here, there's a falseness to life here.
You get to do yoga all day.
Well, yes. And she's going to, again, put her paws over her heart. Well, yes, we do get to do yoga. It seems at times there's just a bubble, and it feels like authenticity doesn't exist, and we don't feel like we're truly who we are and have the full range of motions that used to be.
Well, we're trying to put our bubbles together so that we can all come together as one. Because right now we're two worlds divided.
We are two worlds and two hearts and two souls.
What is going on here? And Hal is going to take off his stupid Order of Light tunic and fling it off. Is this what Vive wanted us to do?
Yes.
I thought this was supposed to be a secret mission, and you're over here telling everybody everything.
Oh, child.
We're trying to create a partnership here. Because in order to do this, we have to work together.
Did he say to be discreet?
Discretion.
No, he didn't.
He never said to be discreet.
Also,
Yeah, he did.
Discretion is gray, and discretion
Oh my God.
lives.
It's gray. This whole town is gray.
She's just gonna turn back to Ara.
I'm going back to the statue.
If you know what you need to do, I will help you take what you need. I just ask that what you do with it, you do far from here.
Okay.
My people are naive and happy, and they don't deserve to see or feel what that will do. Right. The sun is almost setting. I think that would be a good time. Let's head there now.
Okay. Let's do it.
She's going to kind of walk back through the house and pull her assistant aside and just make some plans to create like a bubble around the statue, like what's the spell called? Like an illusion.
Okay.
So that like if people are kind of milling around, they will just see the statue as normal.
So you are having your assistant cast a minor or like a major illusion.
Yeah. And I would assume it would probably be like 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah, it'd probably take a handful of them, but they could get it arranged.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So public can't see whatever tinkering you're going to be doing in this statue.
And she's just going to lead you there. And I ask you to be gentle. This is a pillar of our community. And like pause on the heart again. And she's going to kind of bow and take a couple steps back.
Okay. I'm assuming I could get some ropes.
Yeah.
And I'm going to climb up.
You can get some climb up, or you can have...
I'm already trying to climb up this thing. Like, I'm not trying to be discreet or careful at all.
All right. You said you went there first, so I'll say that you can be up on it first. Are you just going to whack away with your axe?
I'm climbing up towards the top,
Okay. You're at the top by the time they get there, I think.
and I'm just taking my magical axe, and I'm just chipping away at this thing.
Okay. So you guys see him chipping away at the shoulder. Is Trin doing anything?
No, she knows there's no other way to get in. Like there's no magical door or things like that. And she understands the greater good.
Okay. Sounds good.
He's chipping away, and is this gray enough for you? Gave the coin to the old lady trader, and I'm taking all my aggressions out on this stupid hippie statue.
It doesn't take that many swings, especially with probably your aggression. You break through.
Oh, can we please say he's sitting on the part that falls off so he falls on the ground?
No.
I'm not like Wile E. Coyoteing myself, where it's like everything
on the
but
other
the
side of the
cliff
arm.
thing falls
Yeah,
away.
the cliff falls in the...
Yikes!
So you knock a sizable hole in it, and floating at the bottom, so now you're about 20 feet up. You see floating about 3 feet off the floor is a brilliantly golden dagger that is just shining like the best craftsmanship you've ever seen. And below that, you see a large magic circle, which is kind of glowing with a dull light.
Well, I'm going to climb up there with him.
Yeah, I'd say you have time to climb up there while he's whacking away.
And then
Give me the wooden dagger.
let's go in first. I don't want them to see the dagger.
Whatever.
Okay, so you're going to climb down. Let's do an acrobatics check to see how well you climb down.
Can it be athletics?
You can be athletics.
Good.
9.
9, okay.
18.
18. Okay. So, got me so mixed up with names. Theron, you're going to go down first, but you kind of lose your grip and you kind of start falling. And we'll say you fall about 10 feet. Roll a d6 for your damage from your fall damage.
4.
But you're able to grab onto ledge on the inside just from the way it was naturally carved, which is lucky for you because then you see one of your short swords like unsheathed as it continues to fall. And as soon as it hits the floor, it just has a bright shine and disappears. Like a flash of light and the sword's gone.
Oh, the floor just disappeared?
Nope, floor's still there. The magic circle kind of, when the sword touched it, the magic circle kind of let out some bright shining flash, and then your sword is no longer anywhere in the vicinity.
The floor is lava.
So where's the dagger in relation to the floor?
It's floating about 3 feet above the floor, right in the middle of the pillar.
Can I get to it without touching the floor?
It would be very difficult. You'll have to come up with some sort of, maybe like a rope to try to like hook it, pull it towards you, or maybe jump on it like Vive did, but then you might miss, you might fall in, and you're not sure about this floor anymore after seeing that dagger or the short sword. Just something happened to it. Might have got destroyed. It might have got teleported someplace. You're not sure.
Can I tie a rope to my shield and then like put the shield underneath the dagger to kind of hoist it up?
Oh, okay. So from the top, you're kind of like
the claw game almost.
I like it. Yep. So you tie a couple of ropes on your shield so you can kind of maneuver it around. We'll say that Theron kind of gives you some guidance from the more ground level because that's how low he is. You get it underneath it and you're trying to pull up, and it's like you're pulling as hard as you can, and that dagger is just not moving. And you remember Vive talking about how he wasn't able to move that helmet. He's even able to stand on the helmet, but it didn't want to move.
Do I still have the wooden dagger?
Yep, you didn't give it to him, so I assume you still have it.
Okay. I'll be like, hey, come down and I'll let you touch the daggers.
How am I supposed to get to the floor without touching it? I may disappear. Is that what you want?
You want me to touch the daggers?
How are you going to get to the dagger? That's what we're trying to do.
Here, just throw the rope down and pull me up.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Do you have any other ideas?
No, that's a perfect plan.
It's gonna be the Corgon show in a minute. The only person
That survives.
who's gonna blow the whole statue up.
Tie on.
All right, so you're dangling from a
For
rope.
those of you not in the studio, Nick just tied the rope around what looks like neck.
No, get a good grip.
Oh, he was holding on to it. Okay.
All right, so you hold on to it. Are you just planning on dangling Theron over to it? Like you're holding him instead of the shield now? Is that your plan?
Yeah.
Like a human claw.
Like
Okay, human claw.
basically, yeah.
All right, sounds good.
Like in the Sandlot, trying to get the ball out
yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit further.
Yeah.
Just a
Oh,
little
the Sandlot,
bit
good reference.
further.
All right, so you're trying to touch the dagger?
Yeah.
As soon as you touch the dagger, same thing kind of happens when two people merge together. A force of energy kind of explodes out. So it throws Theron strongly against the pillar. So strong, in fact, that it kind of launches you through the stone and you get launched out of the side of it. But at the same time, since you were the one that physically touched it, you get a image in your head. And the image is of the spell caster when he's casting the spell. And you recognize that as the harbinger of creation. You're seeing the moment when he casted this spell. You see him, he had taken all of these pieces of armor, helmet, shields. He put them all out on a table, told all the nobles that you're responsible for maintaining this point. And he casted his spell. And you just get this energy of anguish from the harbinger of creation. And he didn't want to experience pain anymore. He didn't want to experience regret anymore. You start thinking about the two coins. Which one will you choose? When you think back, there was never a choice. It was always, I'm going to give it to the lady, or I'm going to take it. Why wasn't there a choice? And that's kind of what's going through your head as you kind of come to your senses and you see that a rift begins to form above the pillar, and it doesn't stop. It just continues to grow and grow and grow and grow and grow, engulfing everything around it. Also, to remind the listeners and our players, Danoa tend to isolate or be attracted to the ancient ruins in Dorma. So as this expands, it's just Danoa popping up, popping up, popping up. I don't know what Trin's doing with this.
Trin is just standing there, and I asked him not to do this here, but we live in a world of gray. And she's gonna do the best she can to start fighting off the Danoa.
And luckily for our two players, for some reason, the Danoa seem a lot more interested in the Ivana side of the people. So much so that even the ones that are charging after you change course. And they start attacking the ones of more holy or light side. So you're able to successfully sneak away as Trin fights for its life.
Another memory for Nomus to hold. But there's more still to be told.
Hey guys, it's Mike, your host and Dungeon Master at Carriage Rest Tales. I just want to say thanks for taking the time to listen to our podcast. It really means a lot to us. If you are enjoying the content and you haven't already, please give us a 5-star review. It's really going to help us grow our listenership and be able to reach more people. I also want to give a special thanks to Tabletop Audio for providing the background music for today's episode.